Shalom Yasharalu. I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. And honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us this 100% truth. According to the spirits of be Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word to the four corners of the earth's sincerity. And peace and blessing to you hopeful believers out there, which are also part of the elect. To y'all say Shalom. Once again, I want to say call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, for giving the spirit to do the lesson on today. We will feast with lamb and sheets of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Now we got a lesson to the power spirit, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. We're going to be touching on, you know what I'm saying, especially through experience, because you're really going to learn this through experience. But we're going to be touching on how, you know what I'm saying, especially being that we're coming to the time period of massive judgment, great judgment, you know what I'm saying, which we're already here. As you see, you know, as you see the Lord displaying his judgment amongst the world, we already here. It just ain't been really, Lord ain't really just turned up yet. You know, he really ain't just went all out. Because, you know, we know pursuing to Jeremiah 30:7 and Daniel 12:1, you know, that time of Jacob trouble is going to be the time for the Lord let looses his judgment and his wrath upon this place, man, but he hasn't done it yet. But the time of Jacob trouble is going to be there, and we're fastly approaching the time of Jacob trouble pursuant to the prophecies, man. That's the only reason we know that, through the prophecies, and ultimately through the prophecies of Yahweh, Shah, man, because we can see and understand these prophecies, man. So we know that with the time of Jacob trouble is fast approaching. Now I wanted to speak about the flesh. Now we know these chains of darkness is our biggest enemy. Our biggest enemy, man. The chain of darkness is our biggest enemy. You know what I'm saying? Not just, you know, not just in the aspect of it being carnal, you know what I'm saying? Not just in that aspect, you know, because the flesh, that's the only reason why we can't even be perfect due to the flesh, because the flesh is subject to a sin, you know what I'm saying? Like Paul said, the flesh follows the law of sin, you know? So, you know, being that causes us to not be able to serve the Lord 100%, you know what I'm saying, flawlessly with no imperfections, you know what I'm saying? This flesh is our biggest imperfection, you know what I'm saying? You be breaking a lot of commitments to this flesh, man, you know? And then you looking at 4 times, you know what I'm saying? You got David, you know what I'm saying? Daniel, and all those men, you know what I'm saying? David, Solomon, you know, 2 top ones that you would look at, you know what I'm saying? David committed adultery, Solomon sacrificing other gods, idolatry, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But, you know, I wanted to really touch on, and go into pretty much how, you know, through my experience, you know what I'm saying, hope it can help you brothers through my experiences. There's one thing that the flesh always does, man. You gotta rebuke that shit, man. You gotta rebuke that. Because we're in a time of great judgment. So, of course, when you see a lot of these things happening, as we see them, your flesh is gonna start fidgeting. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna start bugging out. It's gonna start doing what it do best. Trying to figure out a carnal way to escape the stuff and being fearful as hell. The flesh is scared in the bitch. If your flesh was a separate person from you, it'll be scary as fuck, man. Scary as fuck, man. The flesh will put forth those mortal thoughts. That's why I should say, let go from mortal thoughts, which cause you to, cause you the haste from these times. You know what I'm saying? Because the mortal thoughts, they're gonna cause you don't want certain things to happen because you're so scared, man. You gotta rebuke that shit, because it's gonna, hey, testimony, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen to me. It didn't happen to countless brothers multiple times. You know what I'm saying? On a smaller scale. It's gonna be done on a bigger scale, because, you know, simple stuff as, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for my example, mine was, I could have been stranded somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I could have been stranded out, and I ain't have no way, I ain't had no charge, I ain't had no money. Well, I had my wallet on me, you know what I'm saying? And this was kind of like a while back, so, you know, well, not too long ago, but, like, I ain't all these, my card or my phone, and I ain't had no charger, so my phone was dead, so, you know what I'm saying, I was just, you know, out of luck, you know, in the flesh, you know, did what it did best, you know, started thinking, damn, well, what if this happen, what if I get stranded, and some niggas get me? What if I'm driving and I run out of gas because I don't know how to get home? Because I was kind of far. I was really I was like an hour. I think I was like 40 minutes from my house. I'm trying to drive home. I don't know how to get home and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the result of me not knowing how to get home and stuff, it causes me to drive all my gas out. I ain't got no money. I ain't have my wallet on me, so I couldn't buy. You know what I'm saying? So I had to send up a prayer. But the flesh was bringing in those mortal thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, to be carnally minded is to be deaf. Because that carnal mind can't see past carnal things. Which those carnal thoughts come from the flesh. And you got to repeat those carnal thoughts. Because that's why Yahushua said, for this with men, this is not possible. And woe to him that makes the flesh his right arm. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it's only a certain limit that the flesh, like it says, the terrestrial has its limit and the celestial has another limit. They said terrestrial has its glory and celestial has its own glory. The celestial glory is far beyond the terrestrial. It's far beyond the terrestrial because these carnal bodies, it's only so much you could do. It's only so much you could do, man. Only so much. And being in the time of Jacob troubles, we're going to need divine intervention in an all-time high because we've always been getting it through angels, God, and brothers. You know what I'm saying? Probably you didn't take that. So you didn't take the highway today. Come to find out it was a badass wreck on the highway. You know what I'm saying? We all had divine intervention, but we're going to need it at an all-time high, man. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, because, that flesh will cause you. That's why you got to, brothers, you got to build up your faith. You know what I'm saying? You got to rebuke that weak-ass, demon-ass thought. You know what I'm saying? That mortal-ass thought. Because the mortal thoughts, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that, how I'm going to do that, that's when you start really seeing how you could do something and not understanding that Yahweh Bahashim controls everything. Because that's what everybody is going to be doing in Jacob troubles. They're going to be bugging out because they can't find a way how they can escape their situation, whether it be starvation, how I'm going to protect my family, all types of things, man. They can't figure out a carnal way, and they said to call the mind to be death. But to be spiritual mind is a peace and everlasting life. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are going to be spiritual minded, which are going to be their leg, they're going to be maneuvering Jacob troubles. And yes, they're going to get tempted with that thought process. We in the fleshly bodies, just like all you other niggas. Lord will be a part of their leg, but we in the fleshly bodies just like all the other 2/3, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be, we're going to get those thoughts, but it's how you react to them. Because you're going to get them, but you got to rebuke those thoughts. It's like here. Let me get this right quick. Got the little new system with the job and shit. But yeah, the elect in the same they in the same carnal bodies, fleshly bodies as the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? And Lord want to be a part of the elect, so they get those same thought process. But it's how if you entertain it, you gotta rebuke that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord got me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta give yourself a little pep talk, And then at the same time, ponder upon those things. That's why it's great. That's why it's good to know, stories. It's good to know about what the Lord did for the men of old, because that's gonna help drive you. You know what I'm saying? And like Scripture say, focus on the glory set before you. Come on now, our forerunner, Yahweh shot. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? He focused on the glory set before him. That helped him endure. You know what I'm saying? There's many other tactics. Not tactics, many other ways you could, help you get out. But, hey, that's why the Lord put you through all these tests. You know what I'm saying? You go through all these tests and you start to learn that. Because, when you come to the truth, you would think as far as like, oh, I'm in the truth now. No more carnal thoughts, no more demon thoughts. And we're not just talking about thoughts like, damn, I thought I'll commit adultery. And he's like, what the fuck I'm thinking like that? We talking about thoughts like, like, because those thoughts too, you'll think those thoughts not going to commit, but I'm not talking about thoughts like that. I'm talking about thoughts as far as like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You're not certain how about how it's shot. You ain't, that fear ain't going to come upon you in a certain situation. Because it happened to me, man. I was like, see, I didn't think that could happen. I saw you how about shot. But yeah, that's part of the test, man. You got to fight your, Scripture say that it's a war, you know what I'm saying? War against itself. And, hey, our Lord is a man of war. But we warred against ourselves, man. We warred against this flesh. We sit here, you know what I'm saying, as it is, you know, because Jacob troubles, that's why I should say we walk by faith, not by sight. All them carnal, you going on to those carnal thoughts, you know what I'm saying, those carnal shit, because the flesh going to try to walk by sight, but you got to be spiritual. Like the Ark made, you got to be spiritual in these times, man, because if you look at these things from a carnal aspect, you'll bug yourself out. You know what I'm saying? You got to be spiritual in these times. You got to walk spiritually, man. You know? You got to walk spiritually. You got to be spiritually minded, man. Spiritually minded is life and peace. It says in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom not to be the stability of our times and strength of our salvation. The fear of the Lord is our treasure. So you got to move in the time of Jacob troubles. Because we coming into the time, you got to, and it starts now. You know, start practicing that mindset now. When your flesh gets scared, instantly think of how you're going to flock to your how by shot. Send that prayer up and just hold dearly and have faith that the Lord got you. That's all you could do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, oh, I got to go do this for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Of course, you have works that follow it beforehand. You know what I'm saying? If you was being diligent serving your how by shot, you know what I'm saying? Then, hey, you did your part. Now, the Lord's going to do on his behalf. He said, my servant shall eat. So you being a servant, he gonna take care of his servant. But yeah, man, I don't want to make this too long, man. But like, yeah, you'll be in some situations and fear will come upon you. And really, you think about it, fear is an option. When you think about it, it's an option. It's an option. Either you're going to fear man or you're going to fear Yahweh Shah. And it's going to be shown. You in the time of Jacob trouble, you see all this shit happening. Esau comes in on the flood. Are you going to fear E? Or are you going to fear Yahweh Shah? And the ones that fear Yahweh Shah, he's going to deliver. You know what I'm saying? Because the flesh is going to fucking cripple out, do all types of shit. How I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that, how I'm going to get out. If the flesh was able to talk, fuck, I'm fucking, my fucking car in the ditch, how to fucking get out, fuck, you know, it's going to start bugging your ass out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you being carnally minded. So, you know, focus on your mindset, brothers. You know, especially make sure you mindset, you know, because really, I got the inspiration from another brother. He was talking about mindset, and I was like, I want to talk about the mindset when it comes to this flesh. Because this flesh, that flesh, you can't be thinking with your flesh, man. You got to think spiritually, man. Thinking with your flesh is going to get you killed. You're going to be walking by sight, and the sight of things are not going to be too pretty in the time of Jacob troubles. But Lord is edifying to the prosper Yahweh Shalom, to Yahweh say Shalom.